Osman stiff on lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now. They'll come up first and 10 at the 43. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks. This defense for the Vikings, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears 7, Vikings 0. Carlos Santos picking up for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On play action, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. First down. Here's Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 and now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Velus Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Bears 14, Vikings nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Toss left to Montgomery. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action, now it's Tua. Touchdown Bears! David Montgomery from 6 yards away. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Bears 21, Vikings 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Touchdown, Vikings!
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple of shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. To try again after the sack. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup at 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go play action. Cousins on the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Nifty move. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they can...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second and goal, Tua rolling to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Cousins on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They run it again with Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Play fake. Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Touchdown. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bears 31, Vikings 21. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pick up the 25. Give to Cook out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery.
And space tough to come by there as yard to the 37.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To his throw there, taken in by Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
2nd and 9.
Here's Tua. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option. But let's face it, there's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Complete. Smith has it. And he will have the Bears' first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Daniil Hunter to make the play in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit the tackle for loss to Robert Quinn. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Play action now. Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Now Austin. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession